What's up, Facebook fam? Me Familia, happy Wednesday. So good to be coming live. To be coming at you live today from the Jersey Shore. You guys, I'm in Atlantic City, New Jersey right now. In my hotel room. As you can see, I'm posted up here in the corner of the hotel room because behind us is just chaos. So that's what I'm working with here, but I wanted to come at you live just for a real quick little lesson today, all about the age-old question: high reps, low weight versus low reps, high weight. Which one's better for achieving your goals? And then I also wanted to talk about a few tips that I like to use and incorporate into my workouts. These can be done at home or in the gym, just to get a little bit extra kick, a little bit extra burn, go a little bit further in your workouts. Whatever it is you're doing, you can use these tips and tricks. Just take a little bit further. So we'll get to that here in a second, but I wanted to talk about this high rep, low weight, low rep, high weight debate we've got going on here, right? And this has been a very long, years-long debate with weightlifters as far as building muscle, which is better for building muscle tissue, right? And you hear weightlifters say, lift heavy. You got to lift heavy. You've got to have progressive overload, right? To tear that muscle tissue down so that it can then rebuild and grow bigger, stronger, larger. That's how it works, right? But some recent science has come out, studies, research has been done on this whole topic. And the findings are quite interesting, right? And I started talking about this back in 2020 when the pandemic hit, right? And all the gyms shut down and we all started working out at home because everyone was so terrified that they were going to lose their progress, they were going to backslide, they were going to lose their gains, they weren't going to see any progress or success or be able to move forward by working out from home. If they didn't have heavy weights, if they didn't have a huge weight stack, a gym of all these machines and weight stacks or a barbell and plates and all this heavy stuff, right? All this amazing equipment that you have at your fingertips at a gym. And the truth is, you guys, you can actually achieve the exact same thing, the exact same muscle protein synthesis in your body, in your tissue, using lower weights. Yes, it is true. You can build muscle using lower weights. It doesn't have to be all the time crazy heavy, tons of volume in order to see progress, right? But here's the catch. Here's the missing piece to this puzzle, okay? If all you have at home is low weights, lower dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever it is. Maybe you don't even have weights and you're just working with like, I don't know, a sack of potatoes or something to get your workouts in. And that's okay, right? We make do with what we've got. But you've got to actually do more reps, okay? So the research has found that you can achieve the same muscle protein synthesis at a lower weight as long as you take that muscle to failure, which means until you can't do it any longer and you're failing your reps, you just can't knock it out. You can't even get one more rep in, right? But that failure has to be under 70 reps. If you have to go above 70 reps in order to get that muscle to failure, then you're not going anywhere. Like that's not going to take place. It's not going to happen. Okay? So it has to be heavy enough for you to hit failure under 70 reps. Okay? That's a lot, you guys. 70 reps per per exercise, right? So say you're doing bicep curls is programmed in your workout, bicep curls, but you've got 4 sets of bicep curls. So you've got to take every single set of those bicep curls to failure. And if that takes 30 reps, if that takes 40, 50, 60, 70 reps in order to get to failure, that's a lot. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be working out that long. I just don't. So that's why, heavier weights is more convenient. It's much faster, right? And it's funner just to be like, wow, I just lifted that much. Holy macaroni, right? But if that's what you've got to do, then that's what you've got to do. And you're still going to make progress. You can still see progress in your workouts if that's what you have to do. So the answer is it's possible. Okay, you can achieve the same stimulus in your muscle with lower weights, more reps, as long as you're taking it to failure and it's under 70 reps, 50, 60 reps, and that gets you to failure. It can happen. So if you hear anyone trying to debate this any longer, you know the answer, you know the research. And actually, Dr. Lane Norton did a really great post on this on his Instagram. Well, if this was last year, so it's over a year now. You'd have to do some digging. But he did a really, really, really great IGTV video breaking all of this science down and talking about this actual study that happened. So if you're interested, definitely go find that. So low reps, high weight can work as long as you take your muscle to failure, and that failure is not happening, over 70 reps. Okay, so around about that 50, 60 rep mark. Okay, now let's get to some tips and tricks for our workouts here. This will go by real quick. But these are some things that I've been incorporating lately, and I'm loving them. And if you're working out from home with lower weights, these are really going to help you out. But I've been doing them at the gym. I'm at the gym, and I've got, all the weights in the world, and I've got heavy stuff, but I'm still incorporating these into my workouts just to get me a little bit more out of what I'm doing. And so the first one is tempos. Okay, so the key to building muscle is time under tension. The longer that muscle is under tension from that weight, the harder it's working. That's where the change happens. Okay, so not just speeding through your reps and just like going through the motions and not caring. Really like time under tension, counting 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up, taking a tempo. So it can be like a 2-second tempo. I've been working with a lot of 3-second tempos, right? And this is just going to tax that muscle like freaking crazy. But I love it because I know that this is making changes in my body. Okay, so tempos and thinking time under tension, slowing things down. Okay, I've been really loving double contraction reps. What does that mean? So instead of just doing one bicep curl at a time with my tempo, I do one bicep curl and then a half rep, and that's 1. Also with a tempo thrown in there. Then I go 1 whole rep, 1 half rep, and that's 2. 3, 3, right? So double contracting that muscle, which creates more time under tension, especially when you throw that tempo in there as well. So double contractions. I've been doing that on tons of stuff, like leg extensions, definitely curls. It's amazing. Tricep extensions has been really, really great. Incorporating a decline. So maybe like push-ups on a decline, or putting your, feet up on a couch or a chair or something, right? Getting a decline just to make it a little bit heavier, okay? Deficits. So say you're doing split squats, right? Starting from a deficit. So putting yourself up on some plates or even deadlifts, right? So if you're standing on some plates and deadlifting your bar from the ground, it's creating a deficit, right? So you're just taking that muscle further, making that rep longer to pull off the ground, which is what? More time under tension. So declines, deficits, using single legs. So single leg squats, split squats, like I just said, single leg squats, single leg deadlifts, right? Instead of just the normal regular 2. You get so much more bang for your buck. And then lastly, drop sets. This is a big one, you guys. So what does a drop set mean? So a drop set would be, for example, let's do a drop set of bicep curls, okay? So I would say find the heaviest weight that I can do 6 reps at, right? So a lower set, a lower numbered set. I want to get through 6 reps to failure. On that sixth rep, I can't do another one. I cannot do 7 to save my life. That's how heavy this is, okay? And it might take you some time to find that, right? And that's part of the workout, going through all the different weights and trying to find your 6 rep max weight. That's part of the workout. Once you find that, you do your 6 reps to failure. You immediately grab a lighter weight and do your second set, and you go to failure. It doesn't matter, what that number of reps is, but you go to failure. Once you get to failure, you drop the weight, pick up a lighter weight, and immediately go into a 3rd set to failure. And you just don't take any rest, and you just keep dropping the weight. That's why it's called a drop set. You lower the weight, but you just keep immediately going back into that next set without stopping until you get all the way down to the lightest weight available to failure. Always taking it to failure, right? So that's a drop set. You guys, that'll smoke you. And you can do that with any exercise. It doesn't just have to be a bicep curl. It could be a leg extension or squats. Oh my gosh. Drop set of squats would be insane. Or maybe a single leg split squat. But those are some things that I've been incorporating into my workouts and I've just been loving. And they've just been getting me some major results, right? And just like blowing my older workouts out of the water. So give some of those a try. Hopefully you do. Let me know how it goes. Drop it in the group and let us know how it goes. But that's all I had for you guys tonight. I'm gonna go meet my man out in the casino because we in Atlantic City, ladies. But if there's ever anything else I can help you guys with, or if you have any other questions on any of these topics, drop them down below and let me know. We'll talk soon.